Super Bowl. And if you notice a lot of teenagers in the crowd, it's because they're all here to see Justin Bieber. Harry, do you know who Justin Bieber is?
Well, I am familiar with Justin Bieber.
Because you're a fan?
Because he's going to be on the show today. The man is a well, the 15-year-old man is a sensation.
I know. I was researching him.
Yes.
And he has 100 million hits. 100 million hits on YouTube. He was discovered on YouTube, and he is absolutely adorable. And boy, did he bring it to the stage when he was rehearsing a little while ago. So we're going to have a great time here this morning.
It's so interesting.
Get past the screens.
Well, we had such a great crowd here yesterday.
Yeah.
But you can tell by listening to the crowd that the demographics have dropped.
The pitch is a little higher, isn't it? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the early show on this Friday. I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
And I'm Harry Smith. We are very, very excited to be here. And what do you think?
Oh, you walked up. What did I say? I said you look so cute. You're feeling Miami, I can tell.
I'm relaxed now.
I can tell. We're going to have a great show, and for the Indianapolis Colts especially, it is deja vu all over again. They are back in Miami, hoping to repeat the Super Bowl magic that they made here 3 years ago. Remember that? They won then. But Miami residents, we're finding, seem to be leaning the other way. They are rooting for the Saints. CBS News national correspondent Jeff Glor is over at the stadium, Sun Life Stadium, where Sunday's game is going to take place with that story. Good morning, Jeff.
Very hip, very cool, man.
I got the memo, pal.
They're just jealous.
All right.
Don't be haters. Don't be haters because you got to wear those suits. All right. Now we want to turn to the New Orleans Saints, because if there really is one team that symbolizes its city, it is that team. CBS News correspondent Cobiella went to New Orleans to check out the team's rise and the city's recovery, and she joins us with that story just across the way on Ocean Drive. Good morning, Kelly.
Good morning, Maggie. Yeah, this is a team that once used to be so bad that fans called the Saints the Aints, and they would wear paper bags over their heads in shame. But times have changed, both for the team and the city. And there are thousands of Saints fans here in Miami now just to be close to their team. Many don't even have tickets. But win or lose, you can be sure that New Orleans will be throwing a party in their honor. Maggie.
CBS's Kelly Cobiella, thank you so much, Kelly. Rita Benson-LeBlanc is part owner and also executive vice president of the New Orleans Saints. She happens to be ranked by Forbes magazine as one of the 10 most powerful women in pro sports, and she joins us this morning. Good morning, Rita.
Good morning, Maggie.
Let's talk a little bit about what Kelly just reported, that this game is not about football, or not just about football, but about showing New Orleans as a city of survivors. Is that the sense in the Saints organization?
Absolutely. The players talk about it as much as our employees as well. How the energy of the city fuels us. It fuels our life. And they showed the home opener. That was just such a cataclysmic moment for us as far as coming back and achieving that. But the people of New Orleans have saved themselves. We might be the most high-profile company, but we're just showcasing what everyone else has gone through to rebuild, to work hard. And it's taken 5 years to build this team. And so this is a fantastic just reward for all the hard work that we've been doing, both in the city but also with the football team.
You're humble, but you should take a lot of credit for rebuilding New Orleans, because after Hurricanes Katrina and Rita, you were instrumental in bringing the team back to New Orleans, and you vowed then not only to make it a winning team, but to help rebuild the Gulf South. And in fact, the team has played a huge part in that rebuilding.
Absolutely. It's home to all of us. It was an incredible tragedy, and it's very painful to watch. But, you know, when you go through bad things, it inspires you, and it makes you so much more important as far as what is key and what drives you in life. Our music, our food, but absolutely Saints football. So we're tenacious, we're happy, we're professional celebrating in New Orleans, and the people have waited so long for this, and I can hear fans in the background, and it's giving me chills and getting ready for game time, because the fans are here, and you can feel it all over Miami.
And I think to have a symbol like the Super Bowl literally transformed the city too, because at one point it was a symbol of failure, of a city sort of let down by its government, and now it is all the opposite.
Well, it's a tremendous undertaking, and when I think about how many blue tarps were over in the entire city, I mean, FEMA, everyone, they did what they could do, and people worked very, very hard. And, you know, here we are this far that we've rebuilt. We have an amazing city that's come back, best practices, changing our political situation. We actually have elections this weekend. For a
big
new
weekend.
mayor. Very big weekend for everything going on. But we have amazing investment going on. It's a great opportunity for people to come and live, and it's infectious. We've had so many volunteers from all over the country, all over the world to help us rebuild. And this is a really big way to say thank you to all of them, is to put on the best game on the broadest audience possible.
And I'm sure you will. Can I get a little hoot at?
Hoot at!
Hoot at! Rita, thank you
Thank you so much.
All right, hoot at, I see at the news desk. Why, it's Erica Hill. Good morning.
Good morning, Maggie. Good to see you this morning. All eyes are going to be on Wall Street today after an especially ugly day yesterday. In fact, the worst since last April. And ahead this morning, more news that everyone will be watching, those latest unemployment figures. Elaine Quijano is standing by at the New York Stock Exchange this morning with more for us. Elaine, good morning.
Good morning to you, Erica. It was a rough ride on Wall Street here yesterday. The Dow briefly dipped below 10,000, giving back all the gains since early November and reflecting Wall Street's fears about European economic problems and the jobs picture here in the United States. Now, it was just 1 month ago that the Dow closed above 10,500, but yesterday's 268-point loss was the worst one-day drop since April. Yet one economist calls this a much-needed reality check for Wall Street because the market has actually seen some remarkable gains. Less than a year ago, the Dow closed at a dismal 6,500 points, but has climbed relatively quickly since then. Now, though, there is renewed anxiety about jobs. All eyes are going to be on this unemployment report coming out later this morning, with unemployment now at 10%. And Erica, most analysts believe this report is going to show some modest job growth, but if it doesn't, the apprehension here will likely continue. Erica.
All right, Elaine, thanks. Elaine Quijano, of course, at the New York Stock Exchange this morning. Toyota this morning is denying reports it is about to recall the latest model of its popular hybrid, the Prius. The company, though, does admit there are design problems with the brakes on the new Prius. The car maker also investigating potential problems with its Lexus hybrid and the Psy sedan. Also new this morning, for the first time since Toyota recalled over 4 million cars, the company's chief executive is speaking out, apologizing for the safety problems, and also says he'll set up a committee to raise quality control. The Mid-Atlantic states bracing for a massive and powerful winter storm today. It is already snowing in Mount Airy, North Carolina. That's in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains. At least a foot of snow is expected there. Other areas, though, can expect double that amount. CBS News correspondent Whit Johnson is in Blacksburg, Virginia this morning with the latest. Whit, good morning.
Erica, good morning. Well, we drove all through the night to try to hit the front end of this storm, and I believe we've met it here in Blacksburg, Virginia. The snow started coming down several hours ago. It's wet and sloppy, but as you can see, it's already starting to stick to the roads, which is a major concern in Virginia. The governor has already issued a state of emergency here to free up some extra resources. The state has exceeded its $80 million a year snow removal budget already, so they're tapping into a reserve fund. Other states are in a similar situation. In the meantime, people across the Mid-Atlantic are stocking up on salt, shovels, emergency supplies, bracing for this storm. And of course, Erica, the big story this weekend with the big game, people are also stocking up on party supplies. Everybody wanting to make sure they don't get snowed in without enough chips and salsa. Erica?
Got to make sure you have those tortilla chips on hand. Those are not.
Absolutely. Everything.
All right, Dave Price is here with our first check of the national forecast. And Dave, I don't know if they're stocking up on chips here or not.
Oh, no.